The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 20. From the 31, here's second down and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact with a lot of time there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
63. Silver.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now it's gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
180!
Now gone. Finds Gibbs on a check down. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
180!
Gone. Well, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later. If they play well, they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is put up the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This will complete to Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Hurts. Now he'll take this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes down wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds on near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now inside the 25. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Lions 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least 7 points out of the last stretch off.
That's so cute. I bet you that shit don't work again. I bet you that shit don't work again.
In this case, a field goal
I bet you don't work again.
way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Williams.
Please up the please, bitch. Come on, bro. I'm about to show you. I promise I'm about to show you. I'm about to fucking show you.
Would not allow him to
Watch.
field.
Brings up 3rd down.
Williams. Oh, he's got the day line.
You don't see.
Out of bounds, but able to get
Watch.
past the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
65, 6.
On the ground, this is Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 47-yard line.
Gravity Lions. Ready?
They'll run it with Williams.
That's a bitch. You shouldn't have moved it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Gotcha, bitch. See you later. I'ma fuck with you.
Goes left side.
Fuck your ass, nigga.
Detroit. Jameer Gibbs, 39 yards. And the Lions are able to move back in front. So that a very nice looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
But now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7.
Lions 10.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fighting through at the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Eagles first.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Up the middle with Barkley. Ooh, the juke. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
I simply don't understand people should be pushing the next.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. Underneath. Gibbs has it. Now it's a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw is gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps him alive. Now gone. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Back to throw. Gone.
Keep going. Sign your fucking head, please.
This connection there, he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
You see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks at home, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break here. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Let's go back.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Big up, man. We love y'all, man. Be good, though. If he blessed, go fit, beat them up on the business.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will
Hey,
equals passing the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down, they go back to Gibbs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 63 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
That A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone needs to try to control that area. Disrupts things from the defensive side. The offensive side, as we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Look at you, don't want to fly the league.
From the gun, here's gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
With the Super Bowl grand lap.
to get him. He's sent back down the 28. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
13 yards on the play. And the Lions.
Goff now looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
10 yards. That's good. We're on Lions.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same. What they plan to do on offense.
Final minute now of the third quarter. From the 25 on second down. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by the counter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 41-yard line.
I think everybody suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Back to throw now on first down. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Bray. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. That's good for 28 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's a give to Berkeley.
Tackled by Devontae Maddox.
It's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage against traffic. But in this case, it's the free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
Now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Back into that. This is going to timeout as part of Lions. Indicates that a victor would be able to leadership.
They'll run it again with Berkeley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Education and the victor would be able to leadership. Both continue. And a variety. This is what I'm saying. The mixed guys have listened to me.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
This is during the timeout as part of Lions. Education and the victor would be able to leadership. Both continue. And a
They'll set
variety.
up to throw.
This is what I'm saying.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
This is
He got
during
out
the
of bounds.
timeout as
That's a
part
good
of
thing,
Lions.
but still short of the first.
And now, since it's brings up fourth down, the defensive play call, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be sitting there hoping that you give them a first down by getting out of your way. But you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And God's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
What's up, man? Yeah, that's right. You feel me? I got to chug the whole thing in 30 seconds. Listen.
Elliott on for the extra point.
Look, that's right. People chug the whole thing within 30 seconds. You can't spit nothing out. And you got to do it in 30 seconds.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Shit. Nigga, I'm just a thing. So, you're not gonna play with me out here. So, damn, streets and tell you better do fucking great. That's the yes.
It's first and 10. There's Goff. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I respond, naturally Kwame Brown had to jump into the mix. I haven't spoken about this brother in years. I try never to speak about him. I really do. But keeps mentioning me. And this latest sounds of he threw in my direction in the aftermath of the Jalen Brown situation. Is this, check it out. As I say, this is how to pay attention to what he is. This guy, he's supposed to be just a basketball player. He's just supposed to be shouting, right? Steve Nash, he just goes next to the basketball game. But he says in this video, everything in our system that will tear down players' contracts. And he's always afraid to fight for him. He's always aggressive. Right? Every time a black person says something to Steve, they're there for the grant on the first tape. And then now he goes on the channel and we won't say it. But Stephen A. Smith, how would you be a superstar? How would you get the team, everybody? Everybody.
Start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley.
Ladies and gentlemen, my assassination.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Maybe I've said it once or twice before.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast.
Exactly.
Play, sure, that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight on the other side, though. Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done.
You want to see your house?
They're set up for an exciting finish. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. It'll come up first and 10 here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's second down.
Cowboy 80.
There he goes again. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Here's first and goal. Gibbs. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will indeed take a knee. Third down and goal coming up here.
Let's go now. Bravo 80.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's first down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. The handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go. They'll look to throw. And that one into the ground downfield. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Leading into that one, I was thinking shit. I was thinking shit. I told you about 17, but to me,
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the Lions, now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. One after here coming up.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kickers out on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Gain of 12.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And they're having past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Hurts. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down.
And that's one you might look back on as being a turning point. If he holds on to that, his game's over. But that's going to give this offense a second lease on life, and you can't afford to do that here in overtime.
Hey, let's go.
throw. Now he's going to step up the run. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on his early exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the road just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Dan said the line, but it was
not going to go anywhere. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
I don't think they're going to be deterred by that right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. How many times have we seen a good running back get stopped and turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Hurts checks up to throw it. This pass held in by Dotson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and 20.
You're dismissed. We told dismissed. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. We told split. I'm about 10 millionaires. I'm about 8 inches thick. I'm about 1 big and compassionate. My wife wants to leave me after 21 years, 10 years faithful for some strong white guy.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And out of incomplete.
What a great coach has said, football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, a rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Second down and goal. Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to get credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the wrong moment and came through with the interception.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
I can't believe my daddy is dead. I can think of so many people I would rather have died first. Like my mother. I want to take a shot. Makes it easier. I've heard that too. Pictures. I see things the one should ever see. Clean that up. Where did you get that shirt? Hazel's store? No. It's a cute top. Where did you get that shirt? Hey, Phil. What's wrong? Hold on a second. What? Hold on. Like, kick yourself out a little bit. Alan. Stay
But now let's talk about the ball. Two fours. It's a flow. All together. See?